This is Greg with 31 Events. Thanks for stopping by, spending a few minutes with us on a topic called time-based marketing, and the subtitle being 7 crazy ideas to skyrocket your marketing results using a calendar. In this case here, 31 Events has a web service calendar for marketeers. So the setup slide here is around the concept of time-based marketing. There's 2 8s talked about in the slide. It takes about 8 seconds to get your customer's attention, and that's about it. So you better get there in 8, and you better do 8 touches to move them through a sales funnel. So the 8 and 8 is the concept, and when we talk about the touches, they're through all kinds of crazy means. And in the crazy marketing world we're in, from experimental to email, you guys know what that is out there in marketing land. Today we're going to talk about common themes, which are really landing pages, coupons, and drip marketing to really move people to events and product launches, all based on really good, rich content. But remember, everything we do in the marketing world is typically around a call to action of some kind. So the big question is, why aren't we using the calendar? So if I were to actually independently do a survey, it would be a resounding no. Marketers do not send anything out using a calendar server. It's really sad, right? So we're here to change that, and what we're trying to do is get you your individual calendar server so you can communicate directly to the calendar itself on the phone or the desktop. But 60% today we're seeing, and moving into 2017, probably more like 65%. Are taking call to action right on the phone. So we're advocating the fact that you should send these call to actions directly to an opt-in customer to their calendar itself on the phone. It's not going to go away though. Emails is used, the most widely used globally form of communication, and certainly has a good ROI. For every dollar spent, there's an $8 return. From a technical transport standpoint, calendar uses email. And when the invite is sent, the calendar invite, 2 things actually happen. It lands in the email inbox, but it actually splits and has a secondary behavior. And that meeting invitation is actually inserted into a calendar in a grayed out form. When the consumer and user clicks yes, it actually goes into a black. And all the reminder engine and takeovers of the screen and the operating system for Android and Apple actually are used during that process. It's all automatic. The marketer doesn't have to worry about that, but it's a little known secret, and that's our secret sauce of actually crafting a correct calendar invitation using a calendar web service like ours to actually get to the mobile phone and have it light up the phone for the call to action. So our first idea today is a landing page. It's basically this crazy idea, around your fabulous offer and catchy headline of using this little box that we have invented here. It's a very simple little box, but behind that box is an API with a service to a calendar API we've built for microservice that basically allows you to simply put it on your landing page, and the end user puts in their address, and they hit the send button. The calendar invite's sent directly to the email box itself, directly to the calendar on the mobile phone. So it's really simple to set up, takes less than a few minutes to develop a script. You embed it in your lander page, and then the call to action is, please put your email address in here. We'll send you a calendar invite. It'll show up on a mobile phone. Idea number 2 is the use of the coupon. We all know that billions of dollars are spent on mobile coupons with consumer product groups. So if you're a large agency, we encourage you to talk to your consumer product goods companies. And if you're a small business, we encourage you to use this technology as well. But the bottom line is that today you could actually do a purchase offer in a calendar invitation. The purchase offer call to action could be a coupon. The coupon could be a simple JPEG or a GIF in which you insert into the calendar invitation you develop with 31 Events. And the calendar invite is sent, and when the call to action is due on the phone, it will actually just time down and then take over the phone, and the reminder will pop up on the phone with the coupon itself, so it doesn't get lost at the point of sale or for retrieval at the said retailer. So we encourage you to think about that. We don't think it's that far flung. We're talking to several large consumer products company around using calendar invitations and email for coupons. The other one is just a standard big idea around why not use the calendar itself, a calendar server, as a built-in drip campaign. And if you think about it, basically this technology has been around 30 years, and we're trying to reinvent it by making it more modernized, right? But if you think about the temporal-based pattern of trying to get somebody into a call to action, the calendar is a more natural way of actually interacting with a mobile phone today. It's not sending 100 emails saying, yo, why didn't you take my call to action? What you want to do is actually get it to the mobile calendar, so all the time and coordination is already built into the operating system of the phone itself. And then really the phone's operating system takes over the drip campaign. It's easier to actually administrate and easier to get to the consumers' eyeballs on the phone. Fourth idea is around the concept of multi-event, as we call it. So it's a more complicated situation on an HTML landing page and or a site somewhere where somebody clicks and wants to attend a seminar or webinar, or in this case here, a booth invitation. But this use case you can see in this little picture diagram, we will be at booth 2340. Come see us as a big show. We all know that billions of dollars are spent at these trade shows and people don't show up. So how do you get them to your booth? So we're advocating the fact that using our technology where somebody lands on a page, they put in their email address, they hit send. That email address will actually send a calendar invite. It'll show up on the mobile phone, and then at the time of the trade show on the booth floor, or excuse me, the trade show floor, the pop-up reminders show up, and then the consumer would actually click through, or customer would click through with directions on how to get to booth 2340 if they're in a large trade show. So this is a cool idea. We have a couple of customers using it for trade shows, but never forget this is a very large business. It's about $25 billion industry, B2B, and we spend a lot of money on our trade shows, and we're always trying to figure out call to action, get people into our booth. So we think this is one of our primary use cases, and early on it's proving to be one. Idea number 5 is the combination of the countdown engine itself, and using countdown timer, which you can see here with our email calendar invite box. And the idea is here, splash page with the countdown engine, calendar invite is sent, goes to the mobile phone, and then the mobile phone takes over. These countdown timers are all over the web. They're inexpensive. Most of them are free. If you want to help with those and integrating on a simple page, but please reach out to us and we'll help you with them. But they're pretty easy to set up. And it's a cool way to creatively build the countdown engine into a calendar invitation, and then it shows up on the mobile phone. So the other area in which we actually started our business was the ability to actually get a call to action in a standard email template. So today you're all using the automation world of email marketing, and it's a very big automation market, as you know, from Constant Contact to MailChimp to ExactTarget. Doesn't matter which one it is, we can work with them all. And essentially you're creating a call to action calendar invitation in our system with a script. And you take that script and embed it into a call to action button. And when that button's pressed in an email invitation in a large campaign of yours, we actually take our API and go retrieve the calendar invite on your behalf and send it to the person on the other end. So it's a transparent way, easy way to integrate the concept of a calendar invitation in a more opt-in manner. It may be more appropriate for someone you don't know that well, or it's not a customer. But if you're soliciting, under the Spam Act, it's certainly legitimate. And a call to action to get a calendar invitation works very well. So they click the big CTA button, call to action, they get a calendar invite, and it shows up on their mobile phone. The other last idea we're advocating is really the concept around a customer that you know, right? So you probably may have a more intimate relationship with that customer, or maybe a subscription customer, or it may be a recall. Again, it may be something where you could justify the direct communication of a calendar invitation to the mobile phone or desktop computer. And in that case here, you just go into our system and you put together the calendar invitation itself. It's actually obviously transported via email, but it is a direct calendar invitation. So it just goes directly to and splits and goes right to the person's calendar. So these are really great for opt-in email list. And quite honestly, we see every major email provider providing this service in a tab using our microservice. So if you have an opt-in list of customers that just prefer to get it right to the calendar for whatever the call to action is, why not send it directly to the calendar? It's a lot easier, and they won't miss the event because it's sticking right on their mobile phone. So in closing, we're saying, hey, remember it's your content. Content's still very important. You only get about 8 seconds. If in fact there is an occasion where you're going to use some kind of event, a call to action, think about us, 31 Events, and how we can help you. This is not another email box, though, so I want to repeat, this is not just another email box. This is actually an API behind this, so it's a piece of technology or magic behind there that simplifies the calendar itself using our calendar services, and you as a marketeer get very rich information reporting on who's going to show up to your event. So think about the one-click offering, the ability to serve it up as a web page or embed it in email, or use our direct send calendaring engine as well. And think about those use cases where we can help you, but it's just not another email box. The point is that when a consumer puts in, or customer puts in their email address and hits send, we're going to send them a calendar invitation. It's going to show up right on their phone or their desktop, and it's going to land right on their calendar. It's going to cement right in there, and it's not going to get lost. So thanks for listening to me. Again, this is Greg with 31 Events, founder of 31 Events. And call me crazy, but I appreciate you spending some time with me today. Thanks.